Blah. Blah. Ugh. Is it audible? Should be audible. Waiting for a return response. Okay, it's audible. Oh dear, it sort of helps if I don't click outside of the game window. There we go. Alright. Now what the hell was I doing last time? Right, the walls. Walls need to be fixed. Importante. While we train up our new military, walls need to be fixed. What did we learn? We learned that we cannot shoot catapults beyond walls of different types. Furthermore, and this was something I was thinking about, but don't really know how to address yet, the catapults can't fire over structures, it seems like, or at least not gatehouses. So there's a couple of things that I want to test, and that is to just kind of build walls and or buildings sort of in front of the catapults and see if they can still shoot over them. Another thing that I was thinking about is up here I have this massive layer of walls that I was playing with the idea of. It occurs to me that if I make this many walls out this far, eventually the enemy AI is just going to be like, yo, that's too much wall. I'm just going to tunnel through the fucking mountain. Because, you know, there is a path to get at least down here. And then this is, I don't know, 17 blocks worth. Tiles. God damn it. 17 tiles worth of mountain, which is significantly less effort to break through. So I've got to do something to fix that. Because they can break through this, wade across the shadows, and then just shallows, not shadows. And it's just a hop, skip, and a jump through my city. So I think that my response to that situation is going to be very intentionally digging through this area and then filling this in from the back and then just down up until I get to the Scythian mine, basically. And that way I should be able to rest easy knowing that I won't have people trying to just break through the mountains to get around my wall. That's the idea anyways. So straight into it. Oh man, I can never remember any of these things. Alright, digging a mountain. And then we gotta refill all this. Let's set up all of the jobs necessary to refill at least a decent amount. That should keep them happy. And then once these are all filled back in, then we can go in from the bottom, just sort of tear up everything. I think it might be a worthwhile idea to also just kind of dig through horizontally, but that seems like a larger time commitment than otherwise. So I'm going to let them dig through this bottom portion first. Once they've done that, then they can use that as kind of like a wraparound to attack from both sides. In regards to the palisade, I think I can just, well, I would just replace that with stone wall, but as we established last time, there's something about the catapult's range, where the range of the catapults starts, used to be 42 blocks. Tiles, god damn it! Tiles. They're tiles, they're not blocks. Square things. Used to be 42 tiles away from the front of the catapult, but then it did like a weird switch to... Oh, you know what? Was it 42? past the wooden palisade? Is that what was going on? Might have been that. No, it wasn't that. Anyways, starts about 34 from the wall. So I'm gonna... First off, I need to trim this wall down, because it doesn't need to be that thick. Let's dismantle. I also neither need nor really want stairs leading down from the back of that, because once they break through the first layer of wall, then they're just going to be like, haha, sucks for you. And then come swarm me. Okay. And I expect those walls to be, or those gates to be closer together, or further away from each other. See, this PSA to everyone, don't sleep for 4 hours a night if you want to have a functioning brain for the next day. Doesn't matter how engaging the thing you're reading is, just put down the book. Your mind will thank you. Right. Here's the moment of truth. Can I just place stone wall over the wooden wall? No, I have to dismantle all of it. That sucks. Wait. Why are you letting me dismantle the mountain? Why are you letting me specifically dismantle that section of the mountain? Is it because it's connected to the Palisades? Whatever. Just a weird expression of the game. You don't need to worry about it too much. That is an unnecessary distraction. I am probably going to need to set up somewhere to store all this wood. Because otherwise, it's just going to be kind of laying around and preventing me from rebuilding the stone walls. Also, I don't think that Okay. I remembered building more catapults, but I think that was in the experimental save. And that this here, we just have the ones that are present. Okay. So that's the walls. I also kind of wanted to do just like a little bit of experimentation to see what's like the minimum width that I can fire catapults into, if there is one. I wouldn't imagine that there is, but it might just be a good idea to check. Also, well, I'll come back to that when I think about it. I think I recently took a big hit because they wanted a bunch of my food, so that's where all of my food days went. I took a shit ton of my furniture, but I was up on that, so we're fine for now. I think catapults take furniture to make. Yes, but not too much. 20. We are far more likely to run out of machinery than we are to run out of furniture. Should probably also build secondary gatehouses on the inside walls, but I'm just going to prioritize resources towards the outer defensive walls first. Seems more appropriate. Work right now, but I'll pull up with my crew for your next stream. I don't know about that. Seems solicitorial. Appreciate the offer, though. Actually, I can look at your channel. Account created 10 hours ago. Goodbye. I realize that on the VODs it won't be obvious, but I get message flags. This is probably more obvious for anyone who's more accustomed to watching VODs than I am, which is likely a significant portion of humanity. I create VODs when I don't watch them myself. Is this hypocrisy? Wait, now that we have this catapult, or this area in front of this catapult built, let's construct a small section of wall in front of it to see if I can shoot past. Because there's also the possibility that it just doesn't let you shoot past 2 layers of wall. Am I producing too much coal? Me thinks I'm producing too much coal. Okay. On a downturn with food, and that's just because we got robbed at a bad time. Oh wait, did they take bread and grain? Ooh, they took bread and grain. That's not good. Now's the time at which I begin to be concerned. Let's look for food. 35. Get more grain for my buck than I can bread. I'd prefer to buy grain than bread. 21. Less Bavatin. See if anyone can beat that. 21. 24. 25. It looks like it just gets worse the further away I get. 27. Yep. 27. Yep. Alright, less Bavatin. I am looking to buy some grain. How much? Any amount that I can afford. $5, 100. Sure. accept. Hopefully enough just to tide us over. I think I'm losing something like... It's like 1,000 plus grain per day. It's gonna tide me over for a single more day. Oh, maybe I just need to like trade goods for grain. Hey, what saleable goods do I have? Trade in rations for grain. I'd rather not. Oh, that's a thing that I could do. I could just disable ration production. There. Genius. Increase bread retainment. Turn that back on later. Preferably when things are less bad. I definitely made all of that out of stairs. Whoops. Don't make your walls out of stairs, kids. Unless you want to get stared at. Wonder if it's near time to begin setting up a second graveyard, or a third graveyard in this case. Positions times 3.54. Y'all are no longer strapped for services. That's good. Bathhouse area is still set up for whenever I actually have the capacity to construct a bathhouse. How close am I to harvesting anything? Not at all, really. I'm gonna have to trade for more grain. Not gonna make it otherwise. You still selling grain for 21? Yep. I'm going through about 1,000 a day. Ooh. Big price hike. Elixo, are you gonna price gouge me for buying more grain? Yes. Yes, you are. It's okay, we'll just balance it out. 2,000 from you, that's worth 52,000. I can offer you all of my money. And in exchange, I can offer you some resources that I am not particularly using. Have some coal, some iron ore. I'm about to run into a shit ton of wood, so you can take some of that. Stone, I'm gonna need that. Clay, I don't have any. Livestock. Take a bunch of that, and I'm not using it. What else? Not giving you machinery, fuck off. Tools, I can give you some of them. 200, call that good. Warhammers, you can have some of those. There we go. Anything to survive a couple more days. Just gotta wait for those grain trades to hit. Casually consuming over 1,000 bread per day. If I really need to, I can tuck into the rations. I just don't want to. Right. Tore down that stupid stairwall. Now build an actual wall. Right. First grain trade came in. Alright, wall's been built. Can I fire over that wall? No, don't muster, just... Oh! Interesting. It is blocking me. But it's only the second wall that's blocking me. That's so strange. It might just be that I can only fire over one wall. If I go up this catapult. No, it's doing weird shit now. What the hell is going on? I was able to hit this wall right here before building this wall, but now I'm not able to hit inside of... Huh? Deconstruct this wall again. I know it's a waste of labor resources, but it's good to check. The odds of my population surviving on fish, not very high, right? Alright, I don't want to do it, but I'm going to have to start tucking into the rations. Population, access. Everybody can eat rations now. I think means I need to enable those in food stalls. Nope. Sucks, but people gotta eat. Right. The wall is deconstructed. Now. Huh? I am so very confused by whatever the hell is going on. I can no longer hit just beyond this wall. I was able to hit inside this wall when the wooden palisade was built, and then I deconstructed it, and then it went out further. Why? What's this range currently at? Does it have to be between those two shrubs? Range is at 38 now. Confounded machinery. Right. Root harvest is beginning to come in. How far away are we from the grain harvest? 2 days. Need to make it 2 more days. Should be fine. Oh, These walls are confusing as hell. Here's the follow-up question. If I am able to strike... I think I said it was 38 tiles out? If I build a wall 38 tiles out, will I be able to hit on the other side of it? 1, 2, 3, 4... -8 technology. Why am I losing technology? Unreachable leather. Okay, but where's all my leather stored then? Seriously though, where's all my leather stored? Zero in warehouse 1. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Nothing. 1.46k. Why are you storing all of the leather there? Alright, I also need leather storage over by the libraries. Let's set up some small amount of storage over by See, completing your sentences would be a smart thing to do, but I'm not going to do that. I'll simply leave it to your imagination as to what I was going to say at the end there. Alright, vegetable harvest, save our lives, please. Fruit harvest, increasing our food days. Grain is beginning to pour in. Hi, howdy, hey, we've survived another year. Disable food stalls. Consuming rations. I need those back, thank you. And take a hot minute for bread stonks to go back up. Fortunately, that is time that I have. Okay, in terms of other things that I need to have, functioning walls. Right, this catapult cannot hit directly in front of this wall anymore. Can hit in front of this wall. What about this catapult? If it could reach behind that wall, it could probably hit. let's extend that wall in both directions so that we can see what our cross dimension is between the two catapults. Also, I think I figured out that it's not, and I might have said this at the end of last stream, but it's not 7 in-game years to the next raid. It's 3 real-life hours, and then if you pay off the raider, then it's an hour and a half. That raider comes back and is like, hey, give me all your fucking money, loser. I might just die? That might just be it. Right. I cannot hit just outside that wall. What is this? I can hit just inside the innermost wall, but then it goes to the outermost wall, and then there's a gap where I can't hit. Say that it's a trajectory blocked by the gatehouses, but then I move over here. It should be that I can hit everything within range of this line, but I can't. It's almost like the white lines are lying to me. Somehow. Trajectory blocked by terrain. Look that up really quickly. See if the web has any insight for me about that topic. Song of 6, trajectory blocked by terrain. Catapult. Leaked, blocked. Mechanically controlled by civilians. Need access to stone. Firing catapult will consume stone. Catapult has 90-degree firing arc. Range of 156 tiles. Accuracy of 93. And reload time of 30. That doesn't tell me anything in particular. I don't know. I think I'm in confusing territory in this instance. Let's just continue building the wall, because one way or the other I'm going to continue needing it. Built a random stone wall right there. Go away. Unscrupulous merchants selling wares of dubious value. Talismans and charms. Various tonics supposedly can cure every single ailment. Regularly makes tonics sick. Anger some subjects who are already convinced of their effectiveness. Forbid the sales. I You can be unhappy. I would rather you all not suffer a health epidemic. Times 0.85 to your happiness and times 1.1 to your health. Hopefully that balances out. If it doesn't, fuck you. Now that I think about it, I could have probably taken the hit to my health, but I probably couldn't have taken the hit to my happiness. Alright. Yeah. Even the Kryptonians aren't happy. You can still hit inside the walls. Can't hit just outside those walls, though. I wonder if I build another layout for walls, if it'll suddenly be like, yeah, you can shoot inside here. That's fine. Maybe the idea is that it's bouncing shots off the inside of the wall. That would be goofy. One, two, three, four. Layer. Everyone pissed off? Yeah, everyone's pissed off. Look. Keep my citizens from buying magic crystals, and they call me the bad guy. It's fine. They're not drinking arsenic and thinking it's health potion. Could have been worse. I could have picked the other option, they could have all just died. Oops, that's not correct. There we go. Food days are going to be forever short. We can turn the ration maker back on, though. Not that I really have the workforce to sustain it, but eventually they'll stop being pissy. Eventually. Are y'all just leaving without actually doing any construction? Biding your time, you say. Ooh, do I have fully trained people now? Ooh, I have fully trained people now. An interesting development. Right, delivery man. You need to be hauling in leather from literally anywhere you can get it. Mute 94 hauling. This sucks. Oh, with the added burden of the tailors, I'm now not producing enough leather to meet demand. Turn back on the Auroch pasture. Gonna take a while for construction to come. Production to come back to that, but better than nothing. It also occurs to me that I'm probably gonna have to just ditch the masked grave at some point. Build another one elsewhere. I gonna run out of grain again? I pretty much ran out of grain last year too. I wish I could see further back in time. Hopefully I make it in the next harvest without running all the way out. Fingers crossed, happy days. What the hell am I running out of? Knowledge. Unavailable leather. It's working on it. Oh, auto-employ. Warehouses always get built, not automatically employed. Very annoying. Alright. Time to experiment and see. The range starts even further out now, but I can still hit on the diagonal. Very confusing. Why am I able to hit inside this wall, but not inside this wall? Is there some sort of verticality condition that I'm missing? Space. Doesn't seem like it's that. I mean, I guess as long as I have enough catapults to hit along the diagonals, it's not too bad. I really wish I could... Oh, wait, I can't hit on the diagonals outside the second wall, but inside the first walls. That's so weird. I can hit there. Can I hit there? No, I can't hit there. Why can't I hit there? Is it because there's a road? I am throwing shit at the fan at this point. Build a road. See if that fixes the problem? Oh dear, minus 54. What's happened? Did I just lose that many people, or...? Eh, no, don't worry about it. It's fine. Nothing to fetch in the vicinity. What do you mean nothing to fetch in the vicinity? Dorstrom did not have any resources to pull. Eh? Not entirely sure what you mean by that, but continue doing whatever you're doing. Leather armor tailors are not running to get leather anymore. resource deficit continues to be substantial. Hopefully this warehouse can fix shit at some point in the future. Alright. Them being pissy about the magic oils is no longer in effect. Alright. And now we answer our question. Is it because there's a road that I was able to fire on it? No. No, it wasn't. There is something very specific about however the hell I laid out this wall, which has enabled me to fire inside of it. Completely by accident. That is frustrating. Okay. Take that under advisement, I guess. Still need to reconstruct the wall, otherwise I will be in deep shit next time something big happens. Is it because these walls were once 3 thick? That seems like an odd reason for it to suddenly stop working. Machinery is running at a deficit. I'm guessing that's because there's not enough people working there. No, that's not the reason. Ah. Decay finally caught up with maintenance. I understand. Does that need to be repaired? No, it needs to be maintained. Well, it's just gonna be like that for a moment then. Man, I wish I knew why it did that. The same for these catapults as well. At least you can hit within range. You can bombard the diagonal area as well, just not... So very confusing. Very, very odd. I guess all of my walls are just going to be ablative. I do not understand. What could possibly be the contributing factor that allows me to hit inside this wall, but not inside these walls? Blocked by terrain. No further information. Wonder if there's an internal arc calculation, maybe? That seems a little strange. Possible, but strange. Right, you need to have a wall in front of you so that you actually are shielded. Nearly made a grave mistake. In a future which does not currently exist, I pretended like I was going to give everyone Falcata. Realistically, that's not going to happen anytime soon. I wish I knew what increased formation meant. Whatever. Because I do not have any Falcata, all of you are getting ears. Might as well keep you as horsemen. Wait, I can give archers spears. That's interesting. I'm not going to. Just weird to note. Also, Dondorians, I would love to give you full plate armor, but the reality is I don't have any, so that's not going to happen. You get leather along with everyone else. Now we have an amount of available workforce, so let's turn back on this carpenter and have them produce spears. Now that I think about it, I need all form of everything. Terrifyingly, I think that between spears and shields, I take shields. Because I might genuinely use my infantry as meat shields to block people outside the range of the catapults if I cannot figure out what the hell is causing the catapults to not be working at the range that they should be working at. I can shoot inside this bombard area, right? But I go out one, now I can't. It's blocked by terrain. Crazy idea. If I disassemble this wall, will I suddenly be able to shoot inside here? Man, man, having food days is for losers. I will simply have 4 food days for the rest of time. Alright, all is disconstructed. Catapult, how do you like this now? No! Trajectory is still blocked by terrain. That's so fucking strange. Why? Wait. What? I can hit here now? I can hit here. I can't hit here, but I can hit here. But not all of here. Just part of here? Huh? Oh, that's super weird. What is going on? I can hit inside this. So, nothing, nothing, nothing. I can suddenly hit inside this wall. I can't hit here. And then I can hit immediately outside of where I created the gap. Then I can't hit anything again. And then I can hit up to max range again. What the fuck is going on? I don't know what's going on. I don't understand. This is... If I rebuild this wall, is it going to not let me shoot directly outside that wall again? I am throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. There is only the next supposition. No. It's gone. I can't hit inside range again. Oh, that's so fucking strange. Is there a minimum... I don't know, gap range? Okay, theoretically. This wall is just inside of range. There's no wall behind it, but I can hit there. Then there's a wall, and I can't hit in front of it. And then there's another wall that I can't hit in front of, unless I remove the wall behind. So if my logic is logicking correctly, however the fuck this is supposed to work, if I remove this wall, I should be able to hit just outside of this wall? Yes? This is entirely esoteric. I don't know, belief at this point. I am believing in a thing that does not truly exist. And yet it might work. If there's like a magic number of tiles apart that you need to space walls in order to get them to be able to shoot through each other, I don't know. The game wins. That's a crazy beyond my capacity to comprehend. Right. Can't hit inside that wall. Makes sense. Can't hit inside of this wall. Makes sense. Brother, what the hell? I can suddenly hit outside of this wall. Not perfectly outside of this wall, mind. But I can hit outside of this wall. Okay, alright. Potentially new knowledge unlocked. If this be the case... let's do something weird. Let's dismantle this section of wall. Then these two sections of wall are 10 apart from each other. So I create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks of space. And I build another wall. What happens in this scenario? Because if logic holds... oh dear, I don't have... Bro does not have available machinery and tools. Logistics, warehouse. Right, wall's built. I should not be able to hit inside of this wall because it's within range. I should be able to hit outside of this wall and outside of this wall. Yes? No? Yes, kind of. Yes, kind of. Feels like 10 is not the magic number. Feels like maybe 12 is the magic number. We're in full experimentation mode with regards to walls at the moment. All right. Dismantle both of these. So I need to keep this wall at least mostly constructed so that I have the capacity to defend myself when time comes. The magic number is 12. I should be able to build this wall here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I can just do it this way. So very strange. I'll figure it out eventually. It's just gonna be really weird until I do. Alright, you're missing machinery and tools, so I will give you a storage of machinery and tools. And also furniture. Because damn, I do not actually need to have a hauler with furniture here. Test walls built. 12 apart. I cannot hit inside of this. I can hit just outside of this wall. I can hit just outside of this wall. Not perfectly. Livestock sickness. God damn it. Rangers report sickness common to the part 6. Kills only older animals and does so infrequently. Livestock requires constant care. Few animals that are completely untouched by the sickness, though. These could be used to breed a new immune herd to guarantee success. The rest of the livestock will have to be culled. Fuck it, just do it. What's the damage? The damage is that none of my fucking pastures are producing anymore. That's gonna suck for a few days. Anyways, there seems to be magic at work. Can't hit outside that wall, because of course not. Can hit outside this wall, and in fact can hit right up to the edge of this wall. But then we go maybe 14 tiles before we can start hitting again? Let's build more. 12, 13, we dismantle this side. And then imagine if we go 14 off to the side. Maybe if we build walls 14 out, then we can get shots out on the other side of the wall again. I don't know, maybe it's weird. Maybe it's 12, 13, 14. It just needs to be one tile further every time. I don't know why this would be the case, but it seems to be functioning at this current point. Preposterous gameplay. Alright. Wall is rebuilt. Going back. Can't hit inside of this wall. Can't hit inside of that wall. Can hit just outside of that wall. Can hit just outside of that wall. Can hit just outside of that wall. Oh, wait. It shows me the blind spot. I can see where to build the next wall. Somehow. I can see it. There's a gap. And then you can hit again. And then there's a gap. And then you can hit again. And then there's a gap. And then you can hit again. I'm cracking the Da Vinci Code. It's happening. I don't know what the hell is wrong with this game that it's letting me do this, but it is, so, and it's 13. It's fucking 13 long. Art area. Wait. It went from 12, wait. No. Something's weird. It went from 12, then to 13, and it's like back to 12? No, it's back to 13. I don't know. This is very weird. Dismantle. We're gonna use this catapult to plan out the walls. Let's just dismantle those things, get them out of the way. I kind of don't want to rebuild this wall, but it's necessary for my defensive formation at the moment. Theory crafting. Can hit inside the wall. Can hit. Can hit. Seems like it's every 13. I go out. There. Right where that smudge is. It's 13 again. Insane. Preposterous. Why does this work? So I can have 5 deep layers of wall like this. Oh. And what's more, this is phenomenally within reach of all of my catapults. My catapults can all pelt the shit out of enemies like this. Now, the one thing that I was right about is that I am going to need to move the mass grave. That's going to need to be in a different location. I can just put it inside the inner wall. I can just be here. It's a mass grave. Who cares where it is? Preposterous defensive tactics. Oh my god, it works. Wait, what are you pissed off about? Too many of us die from preventable things. Sure. How are you all dying? Heat. Was there a heat wave that I missed? There was a heat wave that I missed. I am sorry, everyone. Your kind and benevolent dictator totally missed that announcement. He was too busy playing Castle. Wait, a heat wave? It's winter. That was 6 days ago. Maybe it's over? Can I see the temperature anywhere? +4 degrees? All the people dying of heat seem to be outside the walls. I'm guessing they were crazy people. My god, I can't believe this works. Also, I built this entire section of wall without confirming the theory, so now we just have to dismantle all of that. That is my bad. The price of knowledge is sometimes that you do completely unnecessary things. Cancel job. Now, what will be valuable is building roads inside and outside the walls. And they are conveniently 13 apart, so I can just sort of build center of all of them. If I can see the center. Ridiculous. Incredible. Everyone needs places to cool down, huh? Well... I don't know what y'all want from me. I have too much wood. It's a good problem to have, but... I am shit the fuck out of leather. Should probably have turned off the tailor. Seriously? Guys. I need y'all to just kindly not die of stupid reasons for a bit. Also, there's probably a bunch of research that's currently inactive because my knowledge is dropping off the charts. Like, I didn't pay attention to my leather, then I ran down on resources, and I built the warehouse specifically to bring wet leather over to the libraries. And then the game was like, nah, no leather for you, die. Oh. Let's refill that mountain. Oops. I am very likely wasting time with this wall. But I need to be doing something. Increase the number of stone miners. We're gonna need those. We're gonna need all that stone to build the wall. Alright, the stupid inner layer is complete. The inner layer that is going to get strip mined for resources at some point in the future. That is done. Now, I need to think about how I'm going to set up outer walls. I think I am just going to set the gatehouses in line with each other. Because after observing the last invasion, they didn't really move towards the gatehouses with them in this configuration. So I think just having them in line will work out. That also means that I don't have to do anything special. I'm copy-pasting them. I could just copy, bring them over, turn on planning so that I don't accidentally build everything all at once. No, don't fucking do that. There. Right, and it needed to be constructed. This inner wall was 12 out? Sure, whatever. 12 out from that wall, so it needs to be 12 out from this wall. Which is just above that little bright spot. 12. Apologies if the gameplay is not particularly stimulating. I'm very focused and fascinated by the very strange nature of whatever the hell is going on with the catapults. Was the justification? Perhaps that just be how it do. Okay, outermost wall constructed? Or not constructed. Laid out. Sometimes I struggle to see my own blueprints. Fortifying the city, it is a very serious job. Okay. Also, it occurs to me that the stone of the mountain is sort of just inherently weaker than the wall. Weird, but we can deal with it. Now, time to get on with constructing this outer wall so that we can destroy this inner wall so that we can continue building further layers of the wall. Activate the job. And include the roads, because those are important. The gameplay not being stimulated, nice to have the background. Teetering on the verge of overstimulation. Excuse me while I pull out the soundboard and make that problem significantly worse. Oh, to be cruel. Are these crazy people running around? No, they're odd jobbers. Bro got trapped the fuck in. Goodbye, sir. See if someone can dig him out. Oop, I should probably activate those jobs so that he stands a chance in hell. Wait, no, hold on. Did he? I can't even see him. He dug himself out. Or he just teleported, not entirely sure. I think he filled the wall in where he was standing. He got teleported. Fascinating. Cut off from the throne. Yeah, I noticed. Y'all just biding time outside while this guy is just experiencing his doom. Where am I storing all my wood? I should be storing more wood. Here. Store some more wood. I'll even create temporary wood storage in this. couple of years, my food days have not really increased. Something's wrong with that. Oh, good. What do you want? Rate of returns. You little Balticrawler fornicator? Bastard. Bullseye jag. How threatening are you? I could probably run his shit if I could get these walls built, but I don't think I can get these walls built in time. I'm going to rebuild this wall, though. Just because if I don't, something bad's going to happen. The question becomes, do I pay him off? How's their equipment look? Wait. Oh, no, never mind. They have a lot of melee training. They are as melee trained as me and better equipped. That is not a defensible position. I have enough spears now. I need to switch to shields. I don't have any fucking leather production. It's gonna happen if I submit to their demands. Most of what they're going to take is money. They're going to take a whole shit ton of rations. They're going to take a whole shit ton of furniture, which I can survive. And they're going to take a whole shit ton of leather armor, which is problematic. And I take them. There's 400 of them. I don't have the mechanic production to build any more catapults. Odds are I have maybe 2 days to respond. Realistically, am I getting this outer wall built in 2 days? And the inner wall unbuilt? Probably not. I just gotta pay them. I hate you. I hope you choke on it. Oh, man, I can't read that. What is this? I genuinely thought that I pressed the wrong button for a moment. I thought I said pay, and then he says, what is this crap you sent me? Terror momentarily gripped my soul. Now, you fuckers have taken just all of my rations. I promise you that whenever I get these walls built, I'm gonna run your fade so fucking hard. Up. I think it's there. Yes. Oh, I should just extend it all the way over and then do the cutouts. That's a touch awkward. Don't think about it for the moment. What I can probably do in that corner is just kind of build stupid degrees of walls and then just let them... For those of you that are not listening to me explain my thinking, I run out of mountain all the way up here. It's just kind of like situation over here. Now I can't have this too close to the wall. I don't think they'll be able to bust through on this side because they almost always tend to come in from here. And if I'm looking at it, that's... They tunnel in 12 blocks. Tiles! I will never use the correct term ever in my life. "12 tiles in" is there. So I need to stop building my walls here, I guess? The question becomes of how do I appropriately handle that whole situation, which I'm going to come back to later because that is too much for my brain to handle at the moment. Let's just pretend like everything is fine, continue building out these wall layers, and not consider the potential negative consequences of our actions yet. Thirteen. All the way over to the right. And our box defenses are slowly taking shape. Right. 12, 13. Once all these constructed, that'll give me a lot of layers of wall. Take out these sections which are in line with the other gates. It's okay. I won't have to fear the bandits for much longer. Once these walls get built, my catapults will be able to rain hell onto them. And then I can just turn bandit raids from things that cost me resources to things that gain me shit tons of money. Hooray, something similar to capitalism. I don't know what the, mercenaryism? I don't think that's a word, but I think that's the closest thing to the thought I was having. Okay. One stop at the top. Then all the way over to the sides. This would probably be substantially easier if I just did that. There we go. Okay, now comes the question I must ask myself. What the hell do I do about this situation? I can't really build any further in this direction, because if I build in this direction, then I'm risking them tunneling in just as they're spawning. I think the only smart thing to do in this situation is do like a condensed version of the wall stacking tech. So I'm not really planning on firing into this area, so I should just be able to have... Now that I think about it, do these catapults even have the range to take advantage of... Oh, yeah, they absolutely fucking have the range to take advantage of that. I could have them... I could have so many wall layers. Alright, anyways, back to having functioning brain power. I think I just build a... brain hurdy. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ah, I see what was going on. Now that I'm looking at it, I should probably have all of my gates in line with each other to make it easier for the janitors to get through. So as it stands, they're kind of wasting time on diagonals that they don't need to be. And I'm continuously losing food days, because of course I am. Getting back shields. I am not currently producing leather armor. Because if I produce it, it'll just get fucking stolen. Yeah, I think it's a worthwhile idea to get these gates lined up again, because the entire reason that I wasn't lining them up was because of a reason which is no longer valid. Dismantle those. Turn off planning. Dismantle. Dismantled. Thank you. Something is happening far away. Themi hives. Prices of things like ore and meat are on the rise. Either an epidemic or a case of digging too deep. Oh, wondrous day. Please let this not be an epidemic, because if it is, I will cry bitter tears of unhappiness. They're very salty. I can't recommend them. I think weirdly enough, I do kind of like the opposite thing over here. No. No. Commit to your decision making. There. Now we plug the holes back in. Alright. Things should progress now a bit more smoothly. But we kind of do need y'all to, like, do the construction part of the constructing. Maybe? Yeah, there we go. Taking you some time, but you're getting around to it. Wait, did I really screw that up? That direction. How are my food days continuously going down? No, I know why it's continuously going down. They got fucking stolen. Bastard, Garthimi, whatever the hell you want to call him. Bandits is too kind of a term. Leeches, parasites, capitalists. Disgusting. Now to address the glaring structural problem. Hives are weakened economically. Oh! No pandemic. Good to see. So, how do I make them not tunnel through these walls? Theoretically, I need to keep them sort of thinking that the easiest way to punch through the walls is this direction. So, if I'm going to be doing that, then I need to have more layers this way than I have going this way. I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers this way, so I need 6 this direction. That is going to be rather strange. The closest that I can make these layers together is like this. Wait, no. Think. If they come in from this direction, that's fine, because they're still one wall out. Then they need to be 2 in this wall, and then 3 in on this wall. I don't actually need to do as many walls as I thought. I need to do this many. Suspend jobs. I didn't mean to have those active. There we go. So it's 1 on the outside, outermost layer, 2 on the second layer, so that wall is analogous to this wall. This is just a bridging gap. Same thing here. And then weirdly, I think I need to make gates somehow in this area situation. I think the easiest way of doing that is just sort of digging into the mountain. I don't know. At some point, all of this construction will make sense, even to me. But what? Oh, I bet you're able to bombard this area because this gatehouse isn't constructed yet. So very odd. worry. We'll get this outer wall built. I'll be able to demolish the inner wall. I should actually come up with names for these walls just to make them make more sense, I guess. We can call the catapult wall the fire wall because it is the one that fires and is covered in red dots. And then the blockade walls. Do we number them inside going out or outside going in? I think inside going out. So it's first wall, second wall, third wall, fourth wall, fifth wall. And be that as it is, this one is, we'll say the 1.5 wall. Man, I cannot catch a break with this damn machinery. Is it seriously decaying that much? Alright, theory time. If I, firstly, increase the number of people working at the mechanic, which would probably solve my problems. And low. There we go. There, now I have a net positive as opposed to a net negative. I think that just fixes my shit. Okay. Now we're back into theory crafting. With the catapults in their current configurations, I am not able to get full coverage on the first ablative wall, but I am able to get full coverage on the second ablative wall. First wall and second wall. If I'm gonna bother to set terminology, I might as well stick to it. Ladies and gentlemen, get your good night's sleep. Do not read manga until 2 a.m. Now that I think about it, these corner catapults are going to be doing even worse. Actually dismantle these two, just to improve my situation for the moment. And instead of having those two built, we'll have these two built. You're not dismantling the wall, are you? I get this feeling you're trying to dismantle the wall. You were definitely trying to dismantle the wall. Fuck you! Janitor, unavailable bow. What do you need the bow for? Oh, shit, that's right. Archery range. I think. Yeah. Huh. I don't have a Fletcher, do I? I don't think I even have the research necessary to make a Fletcher. I do have a Fletcher. Bowyer. Sorry. Fletchers make arrows, bowyers make bows. Subtle but important distinction. Okay, this is a crafting type, which means that it is analogous to the carpenter and the tailor, so I should just be able to... Bowyer. Workshop that produces bows. Turn on planning. There we go. So I'll be able to construct that at some point. I do not know what it takes to construct bows. Does it say on the crafting tab? Costs wood and leather. That's just fantastic. army. I now have full shields and full spears. Let's switch to producing spears for just a little bit so that y'all can have a little bit of a backlog, and then I'll switch off from the carpenter to the leatherworker, I think. Dig up on leather. I think we're recovering on nothing to fetch in the vicinity. You rat bastard. Just fetch all of the things. Master of Bakeries is dead. Sucks to suck. Next! More fitting materials for your dwelling. Alright, torches. I have not been keeping up on torching the place up. Do not take that out of context. Alright. Torchy. All of the torchies. I finally figured out that effectively every tile gets 3 torches inside of it. So that makes my life easier in terms of me having to think about things. Whoops. I can't believe that caused the road to be deconstructed. It's very silly. And no, don't copy the room. There we go. I just pressed the same incorrect button like 5 times in a row. That would be a sign that your mental faculties have left you for the day, and that you should quit while you're ahead. But no, I am a fool, for I have another hour left in the stream, and I will power through it, regardless of whether or not the stream is entertaining. Because progress must be made. By the way, this is Monday. This is where the post said that I would be ending stream if there was no appreciable progress. I would count the entire tech developed for the catapults to be significant progress. Because if the math works out, as I remember it working, then these 5 walls will grant me 5 additional kills per wall? Something like that? So it's like, first wall, 5 kills, second wall, 5 kills per catapult. And as we get further and further from the first wall, then we get into a situation where we have more catapults covering. So as we get further and further away, man, nobles dropping left and right. As we get further and further away from the first wall, we have more and more catapults covering. That should increase the lethality. Whoops. damn it. You can't control Z a copy. So if you screw up your paste, you screwed up your paste. End of story. I like how the little gate blueprints look like little hats. Deeply amusing, for some unknown reason. Perhaps it is exhaustion. But maybe it's Maybelline. Oh yeah, I need to actually put gatehouses here, weirdly enough. I think. No, actually, I don't think I need to put gatehouses here. I think just having these walls be walls is effective enough, because I can still access these areas from the wall interior. So if I just have those open, it should be fine, I think. I just won't be able to hit inside of these areas. So basically what'll happen is that I won't get coverage for anyone trying to break in through these walls. Which, if that's the case, I should probably refill in these caves, huh? Just to make the area a little less appealing to any prospective ne'er-do-wells. Oh god, are you active? No, you're dormant. You're just weirdly bluish gray instead of normal gray. But you're not bluish gray anymore. Don't ask questions. Reality is whatever you make of it. Or something. Ah! This is good. I can get rid of slaves and make people more happy. I have been accumulating them at a slow rate. Have I been executing anyone? I thought I switched up my... Okay, why... You've just been enslaving everyone. Make it 50-50. I don't know why, if I have enslave versus execute at 70-30, why it's still doing all enslave. That's very strange. Yeah, it's all just enslave. I don't know why. That's weird and annoying. Anyways, slaver is here. Let's get rid of some excess bodies. Who likes slavery the least? Well, actually, it doesn't matter, because I just need to get rid of as many as I can. Lots of Dondorians. There's some Talapis. Let's get rid of the Talapis, because I'll just suffer a mood penalty from having them in the first place. And then let's get rid of, I guess, 20 among the other races. Let's be equitable about this. We'll get rid of 10 and 5 and actually, maybe it's just a good idea to get rid of all of them and take the happiness boost. This is a bit of a gamble. I'm gonna go I'm gonna go ahead and sell all of them. I know I'm gonna take a massive hit to my population, but hopefully the increase in happiness will cause my population to bounce back. That's the plan. Did I just screw myself? We'll find out next episode on Dragon Ball Z or something. Nope, never mind. Everyone's really happy that I did that. That I made that decision. I got a shit ton of money and people are happy. Now I need to do something with that money before it all depreciates due to inflation. What are the things that I need? I need bows. Rather severely. But is there anyone that's actually willing to sell me bows? And not for utterly ridiculous prices. Ugh, 714. 585. Bless Bavatin, be blessed. 684. 714. And then it's just going to get worse from there, isn't it? 703. That's slightly better. 709. Okay, 700 seems to be about market standard, and Bless Bavatin is just being a G because they kind of like me. Right. Bye-bye. I just buy all your bows. It's 100k. Maybe I don't buy all of them. Maybe I buy up to around market price. Barter, I give them money. Accept. Go to Palixo. And resources. I buy 50, I barter. Give them money. They give me bows. I go to Cordelia. Rinse, repeat. Barter. Give them money. Good. Now we have a bunch of bows incoming. The other thing that I need is rations, actually. I do need more rations. So let's turn that 160. Press on the correct button. Press on the correct button. Cordelia. No, Palixo. No, Bless Bavatin. You like me more. Rations. You have 73 per item. I need to check market prices. 73 from you. No, not slaves. 88. 87. 85. 88. Yep, looks like Bless Bavatin just likes me. Up to 85. Barter. Accept. Go to Palixo. Offer. No. Demand. 400. Barter. Accept. Cordelia. Buying from you is just sort of a lose-lose game. I'll buy some from you. Whoa. Awkward save. Probably prioritize buying from people that don't dislike me. You have an imperial shitload of resources. And you're overpriced. Fuck off. Bless Bavatin. Tied me over. Alright. We'll hold the rest of that money in reserve. Please, oh please get that outer wall built. So that I can deconstruct... Wall 2. Please get Wall 2 built. Words are people, things that people speak. I am not people, but I am working on it. I will become a plurality one day, just not today. Right. Genuinely, game, it is of vital strategic importance that I get this fucking outer wall built. I keep calling it the outer wall. I can't seem to get iron over. It also doesn't help that I just pawned off all of my prisoners with jobs for rations. That doesn't help. Y'all aren't eating these, are you? Y'all shouldn't be eating those. Do not eat rations. Under any circumstances. That's a market, not a food stall. Where is the food stall? There's the food stall. Alright, food stalls weren't grabbing them, you were just taking them from storage. Bastards. Dad. You're not a donut person? We haven't fought for your rights yet? You're a donut, not a person. Yeah. I'm still... People still think it's okay to just stick their finger in the hole in my face. It's not okay. That's an all-purpose organ. I'm done with whatever bit that was. Cursed thoughts, be gone. Man. 0% slaves, and y'all still ain't happy. Right, I still need to do some upgrades. Hearths are a big one. I don't think I have a hearth. No, I do have a hearth over here. Hearth access is pretty high. Except for here, where I do not have enough hearth. I think I once hypothesized deconstructing these depots, and I think that's now a good idea. Get another hearth going. No, don't copy. Build a new one. Ah, yes, the toilets. That's another thing I need to keep an eye on. Thank you for reminding me, game, with that incredible sound effect. Is this the only toilet that I have over here? Because if so, that's really fucked up. No, it's not the only toilet I have around here. It's just at a constant high utilization. I think that's fine. Right, we do actually have people coming in. Not many people, but some. Aww. Alright, we actually have executions occurring now. I have entirely too much coal. How did that happen? Oh, because I've been overproducing for real-ass years. Same problem with ore, actually. Oh, you know what's probably happening? I just probably don't have enough people working inside the metal smeltery. Yep, that's the problem. It's all because my population has just gone downhill. Insufficient workers allocated. Yep. I'm aware. Okay. I think this carpenter has run its course for now. Turn off activity. We'll ride out on that amount of spears and shields for the moment, but I really do need armor. Not 20 people's worth of production, but just some. Who the hell is going up here to grab leather? Ooh. Ooh. That was telling. Saw one dude with an execute marker. Left, page back in, and he's gone. I think I know what happened. Rest in peace, bozo. You have contributed to law fulfillment. Oh my god, I have so much livestock. Just somebody, anybody, take my resources and exchange them for... Wait, do I still have a trade agreement? I think I still do have a trade agreement with you. Whatever. Here, take my livestock. I sort of actively don't really care about how much you're buying it for. Here, take some of my livestock, some of my coal. Not all of it, just some of it. Some of my ore. And in return, give me more rations. Oh, I should probably offer these to people with high demand for livestock. That would be an intelligent thing to do, as opposed to what I was doing. I think the Tilapia would have a high demand for livestock because they actually get furniture satisfaction out of it. But I don't see any Tilapia empires. There we go. You are very far away, and you don't actually want anything to do with livestock. Interesting. What about you, evil-ass looking dudes? You don't want any of it either. Bromia? Same deal. Okay. Elixo, I guess I'm just going to offload a whole shit ton of livestock onto you. Enjoy! Same with you, Cordelia. Take my livestock. Please tell me that I didn't purchase livestock. Please tell me that that's going to leave at some point. I think I just have that much overstock. This could be problematic. There we go. Now it's going down. There we go. Sweet relief. Fantastic. Yes, 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 yes. Drop down. That's what I like to see. And just stay down there for a good long while I fix all of the rest of my shit. Shout out to the tailors producing 2 leather armor per day. Oh, I'm gonna be dirt poor for a very long time. Bretonians, I think that y'all are very valuable to my civilization. Would you like to have a higher proportion of representation? What do you want? You want more fitting materials. So few torches around. I have torches literally fucking everywhere. What are you complaining about? Is it just that the lighting coverage doesn't meet your satisfaction? Is that what's going on? If that's the case, I can do stupid shit. Oh, wait, I actually didn't activate a lot of those torch builds. Should probably do that so that you're not so very pissed off at me. There, you get torches along these roads. Right, how's Wall 2 looking? Wall 2 is actually fucking built, holy shit. Time to tear down Wall 1.5. See you later, Stinky. My god, I enjoy having resources. Oh, actually, maybe, don't dismantle the road. I know it's just horrifically underbuilt, but just, you know, let it be shit for a bit. Holy shit, I'm actually out. I've reached out from my technology deficit. I'm back in the positive. I'm still producing entirely too much opium. Producing too much ore, too. Whoa, I don't want... Ew, weird graphical distortion. I never noticed that before. Or maybe that's like shadow going on? There's like a weird spherical distortion when I mouse light over the ore. Ooh. And all of this mental dysfunction without even a single marijuana. Not even one weed. And my brain is a pound cake. I too enjoy pounding cake. Stop that. Did I really destroy the entire road for this one fishery? Silly thing for me to do. These are high traffic areas and should probably warrant cobblestone paths. Who are working here? Hello. Why'd you teleport me all the way over here? Bretonians are working in the ore mines. That means I should probably be using cobblestone road. At least for a little bit. Switch it back up to paving stones. Just for a little additional speed. Where's the path tool? Foundation, homeless, path usage. There we go. Very high path usage throughout the city. Some weird cross-path utilization here. This is all cobblestone. Paths are low here. Wow. Alright. Hopefully that improves the overall situation. Oh man, the inner wall is only gone and getting deconstructed. Wow, that's so much faster than construction. It's already gone. Incredible. And now... Now... Catapult coverage. Vive la résistance. On to construction of the third wall. So I think with how it's currently structured, that gives me about 2 catapults worth of overlapping coverage per wall section-ish. No, don't bombard it. Just... Right. So on the second wall, it looks like the next catapult's diagonal intersects with the bottom and top catapult's median. Rumors of raiders. Oh, good. Several of your peers were accosted recently. It looks like something beyond your corner of 6 is spurring them on. Old empires shook off lethargy. Veracity of the rumors of raiders is doubtful. Raiders are very real, and prices for high-end military equipment very high. You did not just hit me with a debuff for my fucking smithy, you bastards. You rat fuck. Ugh. How long is this lasting? 11 days. My goodness. Well, I was net positive on smithies, so this will be fine, I guess. Maybe it's only for... I don't know. I shouldn't get my hopes up. I hope it's not terrible. Whoa, I've buried a whole shit ton of people inside this grave. Graveyards are not getting a lot of utilization. Let's turn off the mass grave for now. I think people should probably be getting buried in, like, graveyards and not in a gigantic pit. That seems like a, intelligent thing for people's moods. Right. Labor availability drops during harvest season, as you could expect for the warehouses. It's fine. Alright. Take a look at services again. Hearths access is 87. I wish I could better see. Ooh. Yeah, that's... I wonder if not having any hearths down here is part of the problem. I'm just gonna say no, and ignore all potential negative consequences. But actually, though, I should upgrade the hearths. I should be very selective about what I upgrade. Benches. 83% access to benches. I should construct more benches. Those are relatively cheap to produce and maintain, I think. Temperature plunged to record lows. Oh, good. Nice noise. Just put benches in a bunch of random spots across the city just to make people happy. Right next to janitor's closet seems like an appropriate place. Right outside the... right outside the slave guy is probably a really fucked up place to put them, but... when in Rome, make a purchase, I guess. Alright, that should hopefully improve bench access. Everybody wishes they had more torches. Everybody. Look, I built a shit ton of torches. Right? What are you not happy about? Dondorians wants pillars and statues. That's tough, guys. You have your preferred building types, but I don't have all the mountain territory necessary to support that. Road preference, you don't have that. Let me go see if I can't replace any dirt roads with a road you might actually like. Now, the road you like, you only 50% like. You like highway. I do not have the cut stone for that, so I'm going to ignore it for now. Dondorians are pretty jazzed about the road preferences. Food preferences are going up, as they do towards the end of the year when everything gets harvested. Food days suck. That's a work in progress. Clothing allocation is actually really good. Furniture availability. It could probably be better. I'm not giving the fucking Dondorians cut stone. You are out of your gourd. I am barely positive on furniture, so that's not happening at the moment. think my next big pushes are probably gated behind technology. Anything else? Alright, I understand that there are a lot of corpses around, alright? The Undertakers do not clean them up very quickly. Gondorians do not give a shit about flowers or trees. Humans care very little. They would prefer if there were more people in the military. The army is at only about half the size that they would prefer, so I need to create additional units. Actually, do they care about who is a soldier? No, they only care that there are soldiers. I think. Yes, they only care that there are soldiers. Okay. So let's create additional military units. I think a lot of them are already trained, so they're not currently... Yeah, they're not staffing the... Tonian bowmen at 0 out of 0 training. Same with humans. Let's reactivate these. Put them down to 15? All that good? No, not that many. Just 15 will do. Training grounds, let's reduce these down to 25. I'm not absolutely decimating my workforce when I do the next thing that I'm about to do, which is create more military divisions. Right. Cretonians are double the population of Dondorians. I understand that Cretonians kind of suck in melee. But that's not going to stop me from making a really poor judgment. Credo Shield 3. Shield 3. Whoops. Edit. Symbol. Shield. Accept. Accept. Also, these horsemen need to not be right next to all of the archers. I never named you? That's my bad. Imabo 2. Edit. Down to 30. Accept. You need to be a shield. Actually, I should make the Cretonian shieldman a different shield color. What? Did you not want to be a different shield color? Oh, you didn't have any training. Just make the Cretonians green across the board. The humans will make them red-ish. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units of Kryptonians, which means that we should have 3 units of Dondorians and humans. That seems equitable. Kind of. Alright. Weapons, that's the part that was missing. Oops. Another human unit. Y'all can be archers too. With a bunch of armor and no weapons, because why would I give weapons to someone with 0 training? And there shouldn't be 50 of you, there should be 30. And you should be red. There we go. Dondorians, same deal. Be Dondo Shield 3. Shield. Rito Shield 4. Rito Shield 2. Rito Bow 1. Human Bow 1, 2, 3. Yuma. Oh, 3. All right. We went from 240 to 360. That is not as many as they wanted. So let's think about this. 4 Kryptonian infantry, and let's do another Kryptonian. Can I just... I wish there was a way to copy. Not that. Right-clicking doesn't seem to do anything. Edit. Greedo Bow 2. Then one last Kryptonian unit. This one will be more horsemen. I don't know what I called this. Was it Greedo Horse? Greedo Horse. It would help if I clicked inside of the window so that it actually saved all of the things that I clicked on. That is annoying. Accept Greedo Horse 2. Accept. Okay. Military up to 420, baby. And not at all trained, but we'll get there eventually. As the training level increases, people will be happier, and they will come in droves to see my city. Damn, not even the Kryptonians are very happy. I mean, they're happy enough that 88 they get some immigration. Eesh. Wells. Access 80% on wells. Well, access is down. You can just build wells in silly locations. Here. I don't think y'all have a well over here. Here, have a well. This area is kind of barren on wells. Here, have a well. Y'all have a well? You do have a well. Do you have a well? No, you don't have a well. Here, have a well. Oof. Gatehouse maintenance is not doing good. Because of a lack of iron? There is not iron getting fetched here. Let's add iron. And same for this janitor if there is not already a warehouse. There is a warehouse, but it's just not directly next to him. You're not storing machinery, but you probably should be. It's okay. This janitor is covering most of the catapults anyways. People happy with the increased military? Occupation, fulfillment, everyone's unhappy? Look, I can't get everyone the jobs that they want to be in. You may think it callous. You may think it cruel. But it is also reality. Okay. You want better access. You want better quality shrines. You want your armies to be better. Dondorians, you like having melee training. Why not have... how much... I have 2 nearly fully trained Dondorian shield units, and they still don't give a shit. Maybe the secret is just to create more Dondorian shield units? Y'all like melee training, right? Here, have some melee training. Oh, right. There we go. Now, who else? Dondorians, you like having melee training. Humans, you don't really care so long as the army is large. Oh, I never realized Crotonians had an actual preference for rations. That's certainly knowledge. Overall, how's my population doing? It still hasn't hit its peak. The average age is increasing. We're gonna have a lot of old and dying people at some point. See, we've got 2 graveyards in sort of awkward locations. Let's make an even more awkward graveyard location. Just right down here. Let's build a graveyard into a mountain. I am certain that the dwarves will like that. And if they don't, hey guys, what the fuck? long as your account existed, sir. You're not gonna tell me? Whoops. Account was created on March 29th. Yesterday is March 29th. You're getting banned. So silly. Creating Twitch accounts just to spam and then getting banned. Some people have too much time on their hands. I wish I could relate. I still have a bunch of crazy people wandering around. Weirdly enough, humans are billed as being the crazy people, but there are more crazy Kryptonians, and you could say that that's a factor of population. But if Kryptonians are supposed to be less crazy than humans, there are 2 times as many Kryptonians as humans. Why is there still 2 times as many Kryptonians that have gone crazy as humans? You would expect the ratio to not be quite that equal. Right, food days are not really increasing. Who likes mushrooms again? Humans and Dondorians. Well, humans and Dondorians are the ones that are kind of pissy right now, so maybe expanding mushroom production would make them happy. Let's take out another chunk of the mountain. Let's not take out another chunk of the mountain quite yet. Gotta build that other wall. What I can do is wait until this mushroom farm is completed, or been harvested, and then conjoin it to improve efficiency a little bit. 300, 300, so 600 versus 700. Get another 100 mushrooms out of this for the additional cost of 1 farmer. When is 16 days? All right, very start of winter is when mushrooms start getting harvested, it seems. Yeah, there we go. Just watch as the mushrooms get harvested. And once they're all done, drop it down. All right. Delete, yes, you. Increase the size of your room. Yeah, there we go. We'll have a bit of a spotty mushroom harvest, but that'll be fine. God, I can't have mushrooms be on the menu for more than 3 days. Load 49%. Okay. Town center is still kind of low service. Let's see if I can't boost that a little bit. Please let me get all the mushrooms that I need in order to construct this place before we run out of mushrooms in storage. And Lou! Muy importante! Must increase mushroom yields. I have too many pots. That just showed up. Right. Big mushroom farm constructed. Now officially have far too few weapons. And even fewer shields. Here's the wall going. Slowly. Them's the breaks when you have no labor available. Ooh, riding the edge of cut stone production. Let's offload some opium and livestock for some rations. More food days equals more better. Ooh. Man, resources lose a lot of value very quickly. Any rations in return, please. $200 rations in exchange for all that? I feel like I've been robbed. Might as well convert some of this cash direct into rations. No, you're not getting war horses. Oops. Wait, did that go through? I think something weird happened. I think a deal that wasn't supposed to happen happened. I think I just stole a shit ton of money from somebody. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Holy shit, we're near our immigration max. It's a weird feeling. Okay. 7:59 and a thing happens. You want money and opium and furniture. Claire One Eye. Claire? declare one eye of 75 soldiers? I think, maybe, perhaps, I'm going to put my foot up your ass. I think that's what's going to happen here. Maybe. But let me think. I can... not get 3 walls on you. I understand that. But what I can do is lay into you with an aggressive number of units. Not all trained, not all armored, barely any armored, in point of fact. But with a whole shit ton of gusto. And not an insignificant amount of training. Perhaps I stand a chance. Particularly if I can soften you up with catapult fire initially. Okay, so... I am going to bitch save this. We're going to attempt a siege now that the walls actually work. Just to see what happens. Decline offer. I'm going to choose to not decline offer, and instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait you out. And then... I'm going to use the interim time to produce as many shields and armors as I can, which is not going to be many, but it's going to be more than none. See how many tailors we can get in here to work. I definitely don't have the leather to support doing this, but it's better than nothing. Yeah, this is going to be really weird. No. I'm gonna get in a fight. Might as well suspend these jobs. I'm not gonna be able to make meaningful headway on them. No stuff, no love from us. Remember we warned you. Yeah. I am aware of how this works. But are you aware that I actually have functioning defensive walls this time? In other words... suck my dick. In other words, bitch, come at me. Look. You might even put up a decent fight. Or I could just absolutely fucking pummel you into the dirt. Either way. It'll be a good time for me. Either the plan will work. Enemy host stands gathered west of the city, prepared for an assault. We'll attack at any moment. Our scouts report 75 soldiers. Zerging them is a terrible idea. I do technically outnumber them 3-1. But I am just painfully under-equipped. I don't have any bows to speak of. Like, if I deploy my humans, each unit is getting, like, 1 bow among them. They're not particularly well trained. I haven't been doing the archery training, so they've got 8%, so they're useless. My melee units, I only have They're well trained, but they're not well armed. So I think if I deploy everyone right now, I'm just gonna get my Fade run. Training or not, they don't have any equipment. I'd need 2,000 leather armor to equip everyone. I have 200. That's not going to work out. Shields, same situation. I got half what I need. Spears, similar situation. I got half what I need. Bows, I got basically nothing. I'm going to have to do wall things. We're gonna have to see how that works out. Enemy has started bombarding us to clear a path. It's muster time. Everybody? One or more divisions does not have a position. Okay. Let's just assume for the moment that anytime we're mustering here. How do I muster? Set a position by clicking the division, then drag onto the ground where they are. Okay, but like... Me is doing that? Me is doing that. Oh, I need to press the muster button. I don't think any of these guys are deployable. No, they are deployable. They're just silly. Y'all are coming in from the northeast once again, so let's get everybody up into the northeast. Let's get these catapults manned. No, don't attack the catapults. Just... You. Actually, do I just muster all of the catapults? Yeah, why not? Why not? I need people on those catapults. How do I... Is there a way for me to enforce priority for manning catapults, or do they just automatically do that? I think they just automatically do that. Light pits, no. Ooh. No. You need to have same priority as everything else. Bad thing happen if you not have higher priority. Okay. I should be seeing civvies moving towards... the walls, which I am... sorta, kinda, maybe doing? Possibly? What are you doing? You going onto the catapult? You are going onto the catapult. Okay. You... We're gonna have to see where the enemies start coming in from. Ooh, actually, I should be able to start pelting you guys. You guys are in the line of fire. Fuck you. Get wrecked. I'm gonna ruin your sandwich. Whatever that means. Out of range? That's gonna be fixed momentarily. You're just gonna have to bombard that area. I don't know what the hell those guys are doing. course, you're going to be attacking the gate because you're a jerkweed. You're a silly bean. Ooh, y'all are moving the wrong direction. What are you doing? Hello? Oh, there's... Oh. Oh, yeah. No, that'll do it. You're not going to be able to fire on this guy for much longer, because you're going to intersect with... Yeah, that wall. I didn't think about that. Drat. Could be in trouble. The defenses... Oh, no. I screwed up. It's okay. This catapult will be able to hit them on that area. That sucks. All right. C'est la vie. We'll fix for next time. In the meantime, you will be able to continue firing. You should just fire at that unit. You should be able to continue hitting them. You cannot see them yet, but you will be able to see them soon. There we go. Yeah, your trajectory would be blocked by terrain because I screwed up. I think you're going really far away, so I'm just going to have these guys bombard this area. All right. Do a quick little litmus test. Yep, this catapult can't hit this line. This catapult can't hit this line. So I would need to deconstruct significant portions of this whole situation. Probably this entire upper block, just to... Oh. Yeah, I didn't think this through. My forces are getting here rather slowly. Okay. You are not targeting them. You should be targeting them once they get in range. It's not immediate. Are you able to hit them? Theoretically. Oh, cool. Y'all just decided to stop firing as soon as something inconvenient happened. That's nice. Alright, you're shooting at them. That's fine. You... Is there another unit? Yes, there is. You hit them. For as long as you're able to hit them, you hit them. These guys are going to be a pain in my ass for the moment. Once they get in range... Hit them. What do you mean trajectory blocked by terrain? What's blocking your trajectory? Oh, it's not that... That's annoying. You're not capable of hitting them. You are kind of capable of hitting them, maybe. Oh? You're not capable of doing anything. You got a good hit on them. But once they get in through the wall, not really going to be able to do anything. Huh? They're getting hammered. Right. They are doing some weird turtling bullshit. Bombard that area. You also bombard that area. They took a hit. That's good. They're taking big damage. I think they are not even one wall in. Reloading's going good. You're still able to hit them. Oh! Colossal hit. Oh my god! Big money. Extremely injured. Did they just get hit again? No? Loading? Oh! Oh, goodness gracious. It's so beautiful. They're breaking? Oh my god. Slayers of children. Children of 6, they're also breaking. Y'all are still putting shots on. Reprioritize. Start lobbing shots towards them. Oh, big hits! Oh! Their main infantry broke completely. Holy shit. The revamped catapult strat is working. Oh, they're done. Children of 6, goodbye. There's one person holding the line there. You're not gonna last, brother. Good night. Sleep tight. Bam! Get him. Get him. Oh, you missed. Our men prevailed and our foe is beaten. Yes! Right. No, everybody, you don't need to muster anymore. Go back to your homes. Everybody can disperse. Oh, you fucking need to not drop all of your shit on the goddamn ground. That's annoying. Big payday. 40,000 denarii. One colossally dead. Enemy bandit. That's a good time to end the stream because it is 8:20 and it is long past time I should have ended. There are only 2 viewers here. Dis, you're one of them. Queen, are you the other one? Or is there someone else lurking? Because if it's just 2 people here and it's Dis and Queen, then I'm just gonna end stream. No sense in sending you to raid. Good night? Alright. I'm gonna take that as the situation. Alright. Save. Boxonia 009. The walls stand. End stream. Good night, all.